Mahalla Pehla, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And it is a fairly long shabad, so I will only do half of it, talk about half of the shabad. The pattern of the shabads that start around this one are similar. Guruji is commenting, he describes what he sees around him, what is happening, what is going on in this world. And then in the body, at the end of the shabad, he comments on that and gives us his take on what was said in that shabad, what was said before that in that shabad. So, this is the one that starts, Vayan Chele Nachan Gur, Pair Halayan Feran Sir, Ud Rawa Chate Pae, Vekhe Lo Hase Ghar Jaye, Rotiyan Karan Pure Taal, Aap Pachhade Dharti Naal, Gavan Gopiyan, Gavan Kaan, Gavan Sita Raje Ram. So, in this part, Guruji is describing what he sees, observed, for example, in Dussehra and in other festivals. One of the things that is done is that people wear the costumes resembling, somebody takes the part of Ram, somebody takes the part of Sita. See, this is a play that is done based on the Ramayana, so one of the parts of what is in the Ramayana. And this is done with a lot of spiritual fervor. It is supposed to be something that gets you close to God. It reminds you about what these people who were avatars of God in Hinduism, what they did. And so the words are self-explanatory, that the disciples, the people, they play music. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਚੀਫ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਨੱਚਦਾ ਹੈ. And they move their heads and they move their feet and they roll their heads. The dust that comes from the ground, because they're doing it on like a kacha, where there is earth. So the soil goes up and falls on their hair. Looking at this, people laugh, they enjoy the drama that they are seeing, and then they go home. And then there are people, the musicians there are playing basically for the sake of their living. That is what they are living, for the sake of their bread. And then they throw themselves they get so worked up, they throw themselves upon the ground in their religious fervor. They sing of milkmaids, which is a part of Krishn's life. That is a scene that is often played out where he is playing with the gopis, the milkmaids. So they sing of the milkmaid, they sing of Krishna, they sing of Sita, they sing of Ram. All of this is supposed to be holy. All of this is supposed to be religious. But Guruji reminds us, that's fine. But remember, Nirbhav Nirankar Sach Naam, Jaka Kiya Sagal Jahan, Sevak Sevai Karam Chadao, Tina Rain Jina Man Khao, Sikhi Sikhya Gur Vichar, Nadri Karam Langhaye Par. That by performing these dramas, you are really not doing anything that is going to get you closer to that God who controls everything. That is really what you are trying to do. You are trying to make him happy by performing these dramas. लेकिन ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੁਕਤੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹਦੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਰੀਫ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਦੇਖਣ can't be seen. So who are you depicting when you do this? ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਇਟਰਨਲ ਹੈ. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਮੱਗਰੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਰੀ all the entire universe is his creation. So remember that. और जो वो सेवता है, जे ਉਹਦੇ सेवक ने, those people who actually serve that Lord, how do they serve Him? By remembering His name. They don't have to do these dramas to remember His name. They can sit quietly and remember His name. Or if they do, then their minds become peaceful. The way He said it is the night of their life, like this life that we go through is often considered within the bigger context, like the night when we are being sent to this world to live out our lives. And that will be peaceful. Their minds will be filled with the love of God. And he says, how did I learn this? I learned this, came to this conclusion by meditating on God's name and thinking through it. Or जो Guru है, Guru is referring to Vaheguru, he has granted me this grace, and he is the one who ultimately will give us salvation, from whom we can find salvation. So he is saying that all the dramas that you do are fine, but remember that that's what they are. By themselves, they don't get you anywhere. You have to meditate on the name of God and to serve Him by doing things that are by serving in a lot of what Guruji says in other places, by serving humanity, by serving His creation. That is how you will serve God, and that is how you will make Him happy, and that is how He will grant you salvation. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.